Say hello to the people watching the VODs on the YouTube channel. Hi!
Hello.
Hello, hi, what is up, what it do, how it be? And since Crenia already rolled, Taurin, would you mind telling us what happened last session, please?
Session 81, by the way.
It's me?
Yes.
Oh. Wow. What?
I should really count. I do keep track of who recounts every episode. I should check
The
who has
average.
done it how many times, because
The
it is
average.
definitely myself and Villa.
I feel like me and you get it a lot just by virtue of like we're pretty like consistent in being here. Like not throwing shade at anyone, but just
That
like
is
by
fair.
virtue of
Oh, by the way,
we like
if
make
at
the
some
sessions
point,
99% of the time.
if at
the
some
two
point,
of us
actually, you
have
know,
made maybe 5 sessions altogether.
I was about to say you might hear me open a crack and open a cold one at the middle of the session, but I'm gonna do it right now, actually.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hell
Get it
yeah.
done.
Like
I
an
did hear
actual
that.
full one.
Yeah.
I was playing mini golf and I drank a beer right before I got here.
Hey.
Oh, very nice,
Okay.
very nice. What kind of beer?
It was it's an IPA and controversial.
Controversial.
I mean, some people just don't like IPAs, and that's fine. I respect it.
That's
They're not
fair.
exactly
That's fair.
pleasant.
Yeah, exactly. That is fair. All right.
I just have a keg of tea, so.
I don't
I'm
know.
just breaking open this thing.
You got
Taurin,
some
whenever you're ready.
reasons.
Oh. Sure. Oh. Okay. Let me go ahead and grab my notes, I suppose. That might be a little long-winded this time.
Hey, that's fine.
Get cozy, folks. All right. So I guess I'll just start off with like I'm Quartz Garden, of course. Hello, and I play as Taurin, Tabaxi Druid. Last session actually wasn't very, I guess, action-packed. It was pretty relaxing, actually. So, from like a quick synopsis for me, Ambrose dives into past memories from childhood, is what I got from most of it. It's odd. Let's see. It's odd since. Oh, never mind. That's a different side note. My bad. There's a bunch of notes from last session, sorry.
Oh boy.
Like, oops, hang on. Let's see. So he was basically transported into like a dream fasting with Chi, and she tries to calm his mind in this little moment between the two of them. Mainly, Ambrose is haunted by his mother, Superior, and a lot of nightmares he's been having, it seems. And this is what Chi's basically helping with Ambrose to kind of like get over that fear that he's having with her. But then he turns to Vithius and he greets her. She shows up, and she did quote saying, "I hope," or was it her or him? Hang on. I know I have this quote here, but it says, "I hope you don't mind, but I would like to speak with you for a small amount of time." And I think that was Ambrose who actually quoted that. I did not write the name next to it. My apologies.
That was Ambrose.
That was Ambrose? Okay, good. So, trust was the main topic in this interaction alone. Ambrose comes to terms about being more aware of his choices, even though it may seem trivial as far as the current concerns come, or that he was thinking of. They're kind of trivial, but they're not as trivial as he thinks, because Vithius talks about the adventure so far. He appreciates Vithius. Okay, yeah, my notes are really bad. I'm sorry.
Hey, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, so yep, and even though they were talking about the party too, so
Wait, did I die? Did everybody die? Hello?
No, I'm still here.
Yep,
You're still
yep.
there.
Yeah, because it cut out for me. I don't know.
I don't know if Quartz is alright. They typed in chat.
Quartz.
If
Oh,
we're having
Quartz said
technical
no.
problems.
Yeah, probably a technical problem. Yeah, that's fine.
PC
Yeah.
rebooted.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You
Unfortunate.
guys can help out. Yeah, you guys can help out.
Yeah, I don't mind contributing, even though I wasn't here for the beginning, so I might need someone else to fill that in. But it sounds like she got to the part where I started listening in which is, yeah, Ambrose got his cute little moment with Chi in her, like, fairy queen form, and then he ended up talking to Vithius, and I forgot specifically what the conversation was like, so I'm gonna need help on that front. But I'm pretty sure, didn't you, Dishonor, as Ambrose, talk to Vithius and, like, you were asking for advice? Is that?
Yes. The main Ambrose, basically, the whole reason why he even started dreaming to begin with is because he was trying to pray to Vithius and speak with her, which the question he asked was, how do I speak with my companions in a better way, basically.
Okay, yeah, and then that happened, and Ambrose basically fell asleep at the foot of his father's grave. And then it cuts over to us being Kipper, Rexmoa, and Taurin in the real world, and we picked up directly from the last session where Rexmoa was snooping a little bit and goes through Borealis's desk while she is passed out from overworking herself, and we found Borealis's diary, and we went through a few pages, maybe not like everything, but we got the gist of like her opinions on everyone, and like she didn't really think too highly of us initially, but you know, we've warmed up to her, even though we've proven to be a bunch of troublemakers. Kipper and Rexmoa in particular, that's what stood out to me. And I think she had good things to say about mostly everyone, except, you know, acknowledging our flaws, which is perfectly fine and acceptable. And once we were done reading that, we decided to go just have a walk around and see what everyone else is doing. And also, it was Rexmoa and Taurin, because Kipper decided to peace out, which, funny enough, we saw Ambrose and he was sleeping in the courtyard, and we were like, well, maybe we should just sleep in the courtyard with him. And then Kipper went to Ambrose's room right after he expressed his disappointment in all of us for reading Borealis's diary, and then he finds Ambrose's journal and reads that.
Yes.
Well, Kipper was more not like, oh, you shouldn't read other people's things. Kipper was more like,
Right,
Ren has been cranky at us.
Okay.
Yeah, Ren had been like, Kipper had been on thin ice, and Kipper was like, I shouldn't be the one reading that. I shouldn't. And then Kipper was given the opportunity to read Ambrose's thing later on, and Kipper was like,
And then did not hesitate at all. Just saw it, was like, that's interesting. What is this? Oh my god, this is Ambrose's diary. Damn, this thing juicy.
No, Kipper put it down, and then he stood there for a little bit, and he's like, well, dang. And then he had to, because his brain has a worm.
Yes,
his brain has a worm that tells him to read things.
Oh.
Especially if they pertain to his friends and their secrets.
But some of the stuff that he managed to read that was inside it, and what kind of clued it in that was like, oh, this is actually Ambrose's diary, is that fact that while it is very like nondescript, nothing is particularly interesting about the book itself, within it was talking about the experience when he flipped to a random page, the experience with Cephia and Aaron, the hag and the hag child that we had met in Mornstead, and talking about its destruction as well as Chi's return to a more regular fairy form that we had been used to almost the entire campaign after that. And then also read a couple of entries about himself, mainly detailing things about how Ambrose referring to him as a gremlin that he will protect, as well as saying that he's a bit of a risk taker and wastes his mana too much on Ambrose. And then the most recent entry that he had read was about the somewhat recent argument that the two had, and Ambrose kind of, though the entry was about Kipper, it was mainly Ambrose berating himself in the entry. And then at that point, the other two, Rexmoa and Taurin, reunited with Kipper, who only went in my room to grab my blanket, by the way, and instead decided to take a look at his journal instead. And then that's when the party decided, let's just sleep with Ambrose. That sounds like a good idea. Something I did fail to mention that I probably should have mentioned, Rexmoa was talking about how, or Villa, I should say, wasn't there, and so he wasn't able to give the entire rundown. And unfortunately, Court's PC rebooted when she was trying to explain. But the session actually started with Ambrose attempting to pray to Vithius, but in doing so, he fell asleep at his father's grave, where he began to dream of, as Courts specified, the Mother Superior, the person who, quote-unquote, raised him until he was 14 years old. And then she had brought him out of the dream into the Feywild, where she attempted to calm him down, and Ambrose revealed to Chi that it's like, yeah, no, I see her basically nightly, and she continues to plague me forever. I guess, besides that... we didn't mention the fact that we're waiting on Echoes to be fixed.
Yes, indeed.
I don't think we mentioned that.
I completely forgot that.
Yeah, so the whole reason why we're standing around inside House Trishul currently is because Borealis finally figured out how to possibly fix Echoes. And so she had begun the operation to do that, with Percy actually handling the precision and the surgery itself, while she maintained making sure Echoes wasn't going to, die in the middle of the process. And so
Correct.
that's where we're waiting, and eventually she had finished the first step, but now she needs to sleep before she continues to finalize everything. Which is then where a certain party members decided to read her diary.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. I mean, that's pretty much what happened. You guys decided to camp out in the House Trishul, the courtyard of the manor of House Trishul. And, well, you guys said that you were going to sleep, so everybody just got their long rest, I'm assuming. And then you guys would wake up early in the morning as the, sun hits on the outside. Obviously, you are outside, so it would be very easy for the sun to, wake all of you up. Especially you, Ambrose, since you are, kind of kneeling down on a very, in a prayer position, I guess we'll call it. And
Yeah, because I believe the way we had described it previously was that he was kind of sitting crisscross, the sword laying across his lap, and
exactly.
just kind of the hands above the blade.
Exactly.
Although, even though he was in that position, when he wakes up, number one, he has a blanket kind of wrapped around him. And number two, there's 3 conked out buds all just kind of hanging around him.
Yeah, I figure Ambrose would probably wake up decently early, since he did essentially go to sleep pretty early too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kipper is definitely leaning on Ambrose too, especially after reading the last passage.
Oh, and yes, as a matter of fact, Ambrose, you are pretty much not covered, but there's petals of the same flower on your blade that are sprinkled all around you, and on you as well.
I'll just kind of slowly waking up, not really moving my body too much, just kind of like waking up and moving my head to glance around, realizing, oh, I fell asleep in front of Bjorn's grave. Oh, there's flowers all around. Why is there a piece of paper in my hand? Why is there someone leaning against me?
Exactly. And there's
Why
a
is
tent
there two other
nearby.
people behind me?
Well, no, there would be a tent nearby where Rexmoa is sleeping. I don't know if Taurin wanted to go to bed on a tent as well, or she's sleeping on the ground.
Invading Rexmoa's tent.
Yeah, I mean, hey, probably fits 2 people, man.
I mean, whatever works. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
whatever
sure everyone
works.
was-
But anyways, yes, that is what you spot at the early hours of the morning. Sun is out already. It is a fairly clear day.
I would say Rexmoa would be awake too, but he was just chilling inside his tent, if that makes a difference to what you're gonna do.
It's perfectly fine.
I'll keep that in mind. For a few moments, I'll just kind of sit there, glancing about and just generally being, what the hell happened last night? But,
Yeah, go ahead.
of course, I'll notice the fact that I am covered up and that my companions are behind me in, various ways, whether it be inside the tent or not. And I will just sit there for a few moments before I opt to start to stand, and carefully making sure that I don't just like have Kipper fall and faceplant into the ground. So I'll kind of like slowly remove the blanket from myself and fasten it into a pillow for Kipper's head, as I will stand and start to walk away from the grave, just kind of nodding to it once as I do, and then I will just kind of stand in the middle of the courtyard, and I will start to swing my sword a couple of times, going through the motions of my daily training.
You would have also noticed, Ambrose, as you wake up, that there are some mechanical helpers that are kind of staring, just kind of like waiting for you guys to wake up. And when you wake up, obviously they would ask if you need anything.
Might be a good idea to have some manner of breakfast prepared for my companions, if you can do that.
The mechanical companion, this is not Percy, by the way.
Yeah.
One of the small assistants will tell you, in fact, that the breakfast will be delayed for a moment because soon Lady Borealis is going to do the procedure. So they're waiting for everybody to be there once they're done.
I'll just kind of like nod and say, understood, thank you. And I will return to just kind of sweeping my blade around in a more open spot where there's room in the courtyard. Which, Rexmoa, you would probably hear that. I mean, it's not very quiet. You're going to be hearing, like,
everybody would, yeah, I'm assuming.
Would be hearing Ambrose, like the sword swinging through the air, kind of cutting the wind, and the slight sound of his footsteps, and of course the couple of grunts here and there from the effort.
Exactly. So eventually all of you guys would wake up. And what do you guys do?
Who's the first to wake up?
Ambrose.
Well, other than Ambrose.
Rexmoa.
whoever you guys want to.
It's up to you. Also, by the way, I don't remove the flowers off my body. I don't even pay attention.
Okay.
I do read the note, but then I will just kind of pretend it doesn't exist, seeing as you guys decided to sleep next to me, just kind of like a, why would you write this if you're just going to be out here?
Good morning, Ambrose. Water's blessings. Hope you had a restful night.
I'll kind of like slow my maneuvers around to a stop, just kind of putting the blade in the grass slightly and beginning to lean on it, just kind of like wiping at my brow and look over and say, morning. My sleep was better than usual.
Good. You're gonna need it. We recruited Percy to do some sparring later, but from the sound of it, it sounds like Lady Borealis is ready to conduct her experiment.
No one thought to wake up the rabbit.
I mean, as I
Or-
said, you would wake up.
I already woke up.
I
Are you a
yes.
sensitive sleeper? You
Yeah.
can decide
I
that.
don't know. I think it depends.
Mhm.
I mean, Kipper has like.
Well, you're the one who's deciding right here and right now.
He is, exactly.
I refuse to decide.
I woken up when Ambrose stood up and like not really
Mhm.
have like been fully awake, just like very groggy.
Okay. I think Kipper would like probably wake up fully after you're gone and just be like, oh, he's left already.
Meanwhile, I'm like 20 feet away.
Oh. Never mind.
Well,
You guys
let's
keep going, I'm
all-
sorry.
Well, that's fine. Well, let's wake everyone else up and get ready. And also, it looks like Quartz might be having some problems, so we will. Oh wait, no, are you here?
Oh, I'm here. I'm just saying that's what happened earlier when I.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought that
okay,
was something you were
okay,
actually
okay.
dealing. I thought you were.
I was trying to
actually
find an
dealing with these
example. I was like,
problems.
what shows the same error that I keep getting because it happens and I hate it.
Also,
All right. Anyways,
Ambrose, just so you're in the loop, we did end up reading Borealis's diary. She had good things to say about you, but you know what? We can talk about it later.
I'll just kind of furrow my brow and give you a quizzical look, but I won't say anything. And then I'll just say, well, I agree. We should start our day quickly. I imagine we don't want to keep Borealis waiting. I've already done my daily rituals anyway.
Yes, and that summons could happen at any moment, so it's best we be prepared. How about we go see what's up? And we can head to the lab unless anyone wants to do anything.
Up to you guys,
Yeah.
but yeah, you've been told what is gonna happen.
I'll just start to like lean. I'll kind of like crouch down over a Kipper who apparently isn't fully woken up yet, and I'll just kind of like nudge him a couple of times. Boy, time to get up.
Oh, it's gross. And he like grabs whatever blanket's still there and just curls up even more.
Ambrose, just to get your opinion, do you think it was a massive violation of privacy for me to read Borealis's private diary? Like, if someone read your diary, how would you feel about that? If you have a diary. Not that I know that it exists or not.
Well, I mean, to be fair, everyone has definitely seen Ambrose writing.
Yeah,
and
I
reading
was
the
just
book before.
thinking about that. Like, Rexmoa would definitely know because he's seen you.
Whether or not someone realizes that he was writing in an actual journal is up to you guys, of course. But I mean, every morning and night actually every night I should say, he does write in something. So, that's a good question. I suppose it depends who it was.
Kipper's awake now, by the way. Kipper hears like Rexmoa.
He's
like,
awake.
Yeah, he's awake, but he's pretending to be not fully awake, but his ears are straight up.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You're probably going to make Rin more angry at you, though.
well, I'll just have to come clean to
That's what
Lady
I
Borealis.
said.
And hopefully we can mend whatever rift this might have caused. After, she gets her thing done. I wouldn't
don't-
want to distract her.
There's no riff if no one knows.
Well, don't
There's
you
no
want...
rift if no one knows.
Well, Kipper, you told me to start being honest with people.
But you've always been honest with people. Like, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Shh,
Right.
it's okay.
You're right.
Taurin would
I'll
be
just have to
waking
wait
up.
for the appropriate moment.
Kipper, like, goes up to Rexmoa and puts up, like, when he does the shh, he, like, puts up his finger
Mm-hmm.
to him, like, shh.
Well, good morning, Taurin. I believe Lady Borealis is ready to conduct her experiment. I'm not sure if you all needed to, freshen up before then, but I myself am ready to go.
Well, she would have been like in her bear form, like a leopard spotted bear. So she'd be like, just stretching and getting up, and then just, turning into regular Taurin at that point. She's all bundled up in the grass or something.
Why
Near the
were you a
fence.
bear just now?
It's warm. Anyways,
You
what's
know what? I can't argue with that.
what's
She
the game
barely
plan?
needs a reason.
It's a druid thing.
Yes, I think we should visit Lady Borealis and, see if her experiment is a success, and then I maybe tell her that we've read her diary, even though she might already know. Let's get going.
Oh, maybe not. We don't gotta. If top comes up,
True.
yeah, we'll talk about it.
I think you're hyperfixating on this subject.
Sorry, I just feel really guilty for reading someone else's diary.
Shh.
I have no remorse.
Hush. Hush. Think about something else.
All
Right?
right. So you guys are going to head into the inside into the study. I am assuming, correct?
Yes. I figured Ambrose is probably going to be trailing a couple of flowers behind him for a while.
Yeah. You see like some petals falling off of you every once in a while. But yeah, you guys know where it is. At this point, you know most of the Trishul Manor at least. And you are able to get to the workshop, where you see, obviously, in the room, you see Percy, who is getting some things sorted out in one of the tables, taking them to other places. You see Borealis as well. She is inside of the quote-unquote operating room. She is, you can see her using her magic in some, I guess, machinery that she has hooked up to the operating room, and she's checking if everything is fine. She's wearing a simple, like, casual fit, gloves and everything to be safe and secure. Obviously, on the operating table, you see, obviously, the body of Echoes, who is in his comatose state. After the surgery that she had, he's been healed, obviously, you guys saw that. And he has been prepared so everything could begin. You also notice that Rin is there with the robot that is, or well, that you now have has Echoes' consciousness, we'll call it. And they're all there. The only one who's missing is, of course, Saphir, but you can attribute that to Archmage shenanigans.
He's away on
I can't
business.
believe Zephyr doesn't care at all about Echoes. What a terrible woman.
Wow. So, Rin will wave at Ambrose and then, kind of look very puzzled about the trailing flowers, but she will let everybody continue. And as Percy brings trays of instruments inside and outside, once he notices that you have arrived, he goes, "Good morning. We are going to start with the operation very soon. I believe this should not take too long, according to our calculations. The data has been ran through many times. We believe we have a 98% success rate."
I would say that's pretty good. Well, may the Titans provide their care as well.
And Percy will give you like a little bow as he continues to bring things in, like take things out and stuff like that. Eventually, Borealis comes out and she sighs, looking a little bit nervous. You've seen her already in this kind of like anxious / nervous state. And she goes, "Oh, good morning, everybody. Well, sorry, I was just setting things up. I'm sorry if you're hungry. I made the breakfast be delayed a little. I wanted things to be done, and then we can focus on food. I am assuming that if things go right, which there's no reason why they wouldn't, Echoes will be very hungry as well. So I figured, let's delay it for a moment. Just thinking about our friend here."
Hopefully a lot less violence.
I'm sure things will work out.
Wait, he was
If
violent.
anyone here can, it's you, Borealis.
And she goes, "Good, because my feathers are going to start falling if it doesn't." And you see, like, how can I explain this? There's like a shiver that makes her like almost perfectly combed, like feathered hair. It's kind of go all over the place for a second and then just go back into being kind of nice.
Wait, dragons have feathers?
This one
I didn't know
does,
that.
yes.
Huh.
Some do, yeah. I think it's
Interesting.
mostly associated with the gem dragons, isn't it?
Yes. Some gem dragons do have feathers.
Lovely plumes.
Mm-hmm. And yes, as Greeny's saying, Borealis and Saphir, her feathers are her hair, pretty much. They don't have like hair, they're feathers that they just style.
I'll say to Borealis, if you want, I can provide a temporary blessing from Vithius, one that soothes the brain.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to ask for another cup of coffee, but I feel like that's going to be a little bit better.
I am worried if you drink any more coffee, honestly.
Oh,
If
it's
you have an extra
fine.
hour, I can induct you into the faith of Ixis's care.
Oh, you know what? That could be fine. But that has to happen after the surgery.
Okay.
Well, since I assume Borealis is willing, then
Yeah. She is
I
100%
will-
willing.
I will move a bit closer and kind of close my eyes and channel the stone's energy into my hand, causing that kind of like warmth to start to billow. As I imagine for Ambrose, the way it kind of functions in terms of it is that it will start from the stone, the energy of the stone kind of like circle slightly green, as the energy lines along Ambrose's body kind of pulsate slightly, going to the tips of his fingers before the warmth begins to truly circle. And on Borealis' shoulder, I will use the touch of Vithius, which suppresses strong emotions
Good.
and grants the comfort and warmth of Vithius temporarily.
Good. Yes, as you do that, you see that Borealis, she breathes a little bit more calmer now. Also, I just posted the image of what that would look like. Basically like the Tyler 1 meme. Because if you recall, Borealis is super tall, but she is very skinny. So it would be hilarious to look at. But yes, Rin was going to look at you, Ambrose, and she's going to whistle at what you do. And she goes, "Bad, Rock Boy, not bad." And as you imbue Borealis with this energy, you see her scales. They were already kind of shiny, But now they have little sparkles here and there, as if like magic really resonates with. And she looks, well, figuratively and literally, dazzling. And as she is calm, she goes, "Right. Oh, thank you. Now, it is time then." And she will start heading inside of the operating room, Percy following her, of course. Trailing along, as usual, the automaton with his hands on his back. Typical, straight pose kind of butler stance. And obviously, Rin would follow after with robot echoes that she would be carrying on her back as a backpack. And Borealis will instruct her to set echoes down on a gurney next to the real one. You see now that the operating room has, as I said, this sort of new-looking machine that is hanging on top of... It's kind of hanging from the ceiling, pointing directly at... It would be both echoes, if we want to call them like that. And she moves away behind the machine, and she starts moving some levers and adjusting some buttons. She's also using magic to do things like this. And she goes, "All right, well, I have read my notes. Everything should be fine. There should not be any problem with any of you if you are exposed to this sort of... I don't even know how to call it. Is it a ray? Is it just like a specific frequency of light? It's kind of difficult for me to figure out entirely. This is something brand new, but sorry, what I mean is you should be fine to just stay here and watch. Don't worry. Nothing is going to be bad." And she walks over to the gurney where the robot echoes is, and she goes, "All right, as for you, well, as soon as I activate the machine, I am going to have to shut down this body. And, well, everything goes correctly, and you'll be back to being who you were before. But, it will feel as if in nothingness for which brings a lot of questions that I may want you to answer for me in a moment. But let's focus on the task at hand." And she puts her hand on his shoulder and she goes, "Are you ready?" And the robot just kind of lays down, nodding his head, and just kind of... You see that the robot relaxes. As a reminder, the robot is nothing more than just a head, like 2/3 of a torso and one arm. There is nothing else. And Borealis takes a deep breath, and she, using her magic, she moves the machine so it's pointing over the robot. And moving her fingers in some sort of combination, this is magical as well, she operates the machine. Closing her eyes, she leaves a hand on the robot's chest, as the machine starts to flash a blue light. It flashes, kind of strobes for a moment, and you see the robot just stand there motionless. And Borealis immediately pulls the hand up from the chest, which removes the glow from the robot. And the robot falls limp, as it's shut down. Because if you recall, Borealis was powering this robot as well. And then she takes a deep breath again, and then gently but with some urgency walks around the gurney to where the flesh and bone Echo's one is. And with her hand moving the machine, she sets it on top of the body of the flesh and bone one and activates it as well. The strobing light in a different pattern than before, and you can see that as this is happening, she is like muttering something. This may be, I can tell you because you guys are in the room, this may be her own nervousness, or trying to remember things, but she's just kind of muttering. This could also be magic, the magic that she's also casting, or just, perhaps a prayer. She is, after all, imbued with the magic of a Titan. The strobing lights finish, and with her hand she moves the machine away. And she waits as the body's not moving. A couple of seconds pass, and the body's not moving. You can see that the feathers on her head start getting messy again as she starts getting impatient. And also Rin would also be like leaning forward, the tail whipping back and forth very quickly as she's also looking. She's even whispering to herself, "Stupid monkey, get up." A couple of more seconds pass. There is no response yet. Borealis's hands are visibly starting to shake, as you can even see her eyes getting glossy, as she is effectively losing composure.
We're just watching on, right?
Yeah, you guys are in the room as well. All of you guys are like on the side.
Taurin kind of lean into the window, I guess, that she's like kind of like seeing if he's like breathing or anything intently.
There is no
Watching
you guys are inside, as I said.
Oh,
You
we're in
guys
there?
are
Okay,
in the
we're
room.
out.
Yeah. You're in the room with everybody. And you can see like the second this happens within seconds, by the way. Like these are seconds that are happening, but the more seconds are passing, you can tell that the air in the room is a lot more tense. A lot more tense. Until suddenly, with a loud gasp of air, you see Echoes like sit up immediately and start breathing very heavily. Like he looks agitated, and he's looking around, kind of like lost for a moment. And immediately, seeing this, Borealis lets out a big gasp, and then she just jumps at Echoes, hugging him. You see her eyes are now like flooded with tears as it worked. The machine worked. And Rin as well. As soon as Echoes would gasp itself awake, she would like jump off the spot where she was and immediately goes over to hug him. As Echoes kind of recovers his breath, he looks down at the two ladies that are now, embracing him, and he starts to calm down, closing his eyes as his breathing slowly gets normal. And she gives like a pat to each of them to kind of like, hey, like I need some space.
Get the fuck off me.
Taurin would kind of like start walking up a little bit, like towards the edge of the bed, and just be like, "Well, how do you feel?"
Echoes would turn his head and he would look at his arm first, seeing how there's been clearly a procedure. As I said, she had to put some, what I can only describe as very tiny wires. But he watches as like his body start reacting. You know, he moves his fingers, he like twists his wrist, he moves his arm. Everything seems to be reacting accordingly, like as far as he can see. And Taurin, to you, he responds, "I feel again."
What your
And-
toes? Can you wiggle those?
Rin goes, "Holy Echoes, he's stupid," and she starts like hitting his arm. Echoes just like doesn't even react to it. He is taking the punches, but he doesn't even like react to it. But Rin is happy, obviously, on like in tears, and she goes, "I ain't leaving you, bastard." And Echoes just kind of moves his hand over to Rin's face, kind of pushes her away a little bit. This is a playful thing for both of them. You see on the other side, obviously, Borealis had stepped back, and she is, holding her mouth, clearly eyes running with tears. Percy next to her offering a handkerchief so she could dry off her eyes. And, Echo starts to move. As you mentioned this, Taurin, he sits up, like, on the edge, moving his legs as well. And he goes, "So far, everything works."
Well, don't get
I'll
up too
take-
fast.
No, it's okay. I'll take a couple of steps closer, not wanting, making sure not to crowd him. He already has Rin and Borealis next to him, who, to him matter more than the random party members. And I'll say, "Glad you're back."
He responds to you with like a little nod to his head. And then he was starting to get up, but then Borealis goes, whoa, hey, no, hey, whoa. Hang on. We don't want you to stress yourself too much. Just give it a moment. Relax. This body has not moved in a while. I doubt the capabilities are going to be the same. To which Echoes replies, "I feel fine." And he stands up. And you see that he, like, stumbles a little, but then he stands up properly. And you see, like, Borealis is kind of like, whoa, kind of, like, trying to... this is very funny, because Borealis and Rin are both trying to, like, grab him. But you know Borealis probably won't be able to.
Whenever you're feeling up to it, we should make sure your body's fine. We should spar sometime.
In the far future, in the rather far future, honestly, I've never seen... I don't think I've ever even read of... I think anything medically this... It's both a logistical nightmare, but it's also nothing short of a miracle. And as someone who doesn't believe in miracles, I think that's saying a lot.
And Borealis, as you're talking to him, Ambrose, Borealis just kind of turns, like, goes to the side so she can inspect, like, his back, where you see, where usually the spine, the bones of the spine just kind of like jut out slightly. You see there is obviously pieces of technology slightly poking out as well. She moves her hand glowing slightly as she's checking out all the systems, and she goes, Well, everything seems to be responding correctly. Okay. It seems you're stronger than what I thought. But still, I believe that you should not stress yourself too much. And Borealis looks at you, Kipper, and she goes, yeah, it's a lot of technology. That's what I'm for. And she goes, we should get everybody some food, see how that goes for you, and then, after seeing how you're feeling, we can think about literally anything else. Does that sound good to everybody?
Taurin would just nod.
I'll look to Echo, saying, "The offer stands, but yes, we should have food first."
Once Echoes is steady and Borealis has finished the checkup that she was doing, Rin turns into her small cat form and hops on Echoes' shoulder. She just kind of lays there, not worried. And Echoes doesn't really seem to mind either. And Echoes nods. Even Percy, moved close and bowed to him and said, "It is good to have you back, Mr. Echoes." And Echoes just kind of grunts at him as acknowledgement. But then everybody, obviously Percy and some assistants will direct all of you towards the dining area. And obviously you see that besides the normal party, there are some little robots that are following along because they're all surrounding Echoes. Just in case something were to happen, you see there are some assistants that are just, wheeling about.
And Taurin sniffed the air for any, aroma. Is there any food being cooked?
Yes, actually, as you guys start getting closer to the main banquet hall, or I guess diner room.
The dining hall.
Yeah, the dining hall. You can see that, you can smell the food that is being cooked. And as you guys arrive, you all take a seat. Everybody's trying to help Echoes, but Echoes kind of pushing everybody away to he wants to do it on his own kind of deal. And food is served by little assistant robots. The food right here is very hefty portions. Eggs, meats, bread, cheeses, some sort of juice and drinks are being sent out from the kitchen towards the dining area. Everybody gets a big portion of food. And at first, Echo seems kind of reluctant to eat, but as soon as he tries a little bit, he starts devouring the plate. He finishes in seconds. And he even asks for another one.
So, how does it feel to have a stomach again?
Echoes looks at you, Kipper, and he goes, "I missed food," as he's stuffing his face. You can tell there is a very big difference in how how Echoes is behaving versus Borealis, who is all fancy cutlery using, and she's eating slowly, but Echoes just handful of food after handful of food.
Oh, do I have something for you? And I produce my spoon of food tastes good, and I offer it to Echoes.
Just hold. Before you take this spoon, do not eat things that are inedible with it. It will taste good, but it will lie to you.
Have fun. Just enjoy it.
Echoes looks at the spoon, and he kind of looks at you, and then at the spoon again, and he grabs it, kind of like one of those things where he kind of snatches it off your hand, rather than just kind of calmly grab it. And he starts eating with it as he continues, like, hand and spoon as he's eating.
And now we put the hat on him.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you buy the hat?
absolutely not.
Yes, we do have it.
You
The
have
only
the
thing
hat.
was the explosives we didn't get, sadly.
Oh yeah.
The
To
one
be
thing we
fair,
could
though, those
use.
explosives were more money than we even had.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're like 500.
Those were like
$1
pocket
million.
black holes, dude.
Though,
We always go back
honestly,
to that shop, right?
we probably could have got it if we only tried to get that and then swindled him for it.
Yeah, yeah.
So normal. Oh yeah, swindle the guy for it.
Are you saying we didn't?
You did. You definitely did. You charmed the poor man.
No, I didn't. Nothing happened. It's all a dream.
Oh my lord.
Nothing
dream.
bad ever happened to the Kennedys.
That's funny. But yeah, food goes as you would expect. Echoes has like 4 plates of food. But by the way, just as a I guess for you to understand, the plate of food is pretty full. You guys would be full with 1 plate. Echoes had like 4.
Echoes is hungry. He's a growing young man. He needs his nutrients.
Let's see. It was 2 years, right? That Echoes was in the stasis.
Yes.
Well, quote unquote stasis. Obviously, he wasn't actually in stasis. He was in. His soul was transferred, but.
His body
Rin would
hungry.
jump off his shoulder to steal something before hopping back on his shoulder. Yeah, you see Rin like grab a piece of like bacon or something and just kind of eat it. Then everybody else would have their food normally. I don't know if you guys want to do anything while this is happening, but other than that, as I said, food would go as you would expect.
I'm curious. Why were you all out there with me?
Well, you looked comfortable. And, well, we want to leave you alone out there. At least that's what I was thinking.
It kind of felt like the camping days that we had.
In front of someone's dead father.
It's not the
We-
first time that's happened for me, at least.
And once again,
Oh, look at you.
considering-
Go ahead, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're funny. I mean, you're fine. Dang.
I mean, both are true.
You're funny looking.
You're funny looking. Dang, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Hold on.
Remember,
Brain
Kipper, remember.
broken. I'm trying.
I'll go ahead and say what I was gonna say because it's
Yeah.
just the physical reaction Ambrose had. I'll look over at Rexmoa and just kind of think for a moment and then realize, right, you're an archaeologist.
It just doesn't feel like it would have been a good idea to leave you alone, considering everything that's happened. Or maybe it was, but we're clingy.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for whoever put the blanket around me. It was a rather cold night.
We were sharing that blanket.
Admittedly, the night didn't start out very well.
Sorry. I think I had a feeling that you weren't in the best of places. And cold doesn't help that. Last thing we need is for you to get hypothermia.
I'll raise an eyebrow and say, I was trying to speak with Vithius, and I fell asleep during the meditation process.
Oh. Does that mean that... Did you ever officially end the call? Are you still set technically... Did you leave Vithius on butt dial?
I will look up at you and just kind of grimace for a moment and say, no, I had plenty of conversation during the night. It was one of the more pleasant ones. Even if I saw that bitch in my dreams first.
Sylvana.
No.
Oh, Hag number 1.
Evelyn.
Oh, Hag number 4.
I
Sorry.
tend to dream of her a lot. But during not one constant, I met with Chi soon after. And then I spoke with Vithius. And I'll say it very casually, you know, like, very stoic, you know, as if this is a very normal thing to say. And I probably still have a couple of flowers on my shoulder that I have not either noticed or cared to remove.
I will say, at the mention of Evelyn, you guys could glance at Echoes just kind of looking towards your direction as he's like being still.
He's staring into our souls.
A little, yes.
Well, at least you know that no one else has to ever have the misfortune of dealing with her.
If I have to suffer her for the rest of my life, that is fine if no one else does.
And it's not like you have to suffer alone. I just hope you know that.
I have not forgotten my vow to you, nor companionship with everyone else. I trust in you, and I hope that you share that trust in me. And I'll kind of like look at everyone, not just the party, by the way.
Yeah.
Taurin would just nod. Slowly, like yes.
It's kind of hard not to trust you when you tend to be so trustworthy.
I'll give a glance towards you and slightly open my mouth, but then close it and raise some of the food to my mouth with a fork to eat a bit more.
What is the food? What is it?
I
Describe
already
the
mentioned.
food.
Rabbit.
I forgot. If
Well-
it's rabbit, I'm crapping my pants right here.
Well, how can you forget? I literally said it a couple seconds ago.
A
That's
sausage.
Literally, that's what short-term memory problems is, and me halves that.
Kipper probably doesn't even know what he's eating. He's just eating. The reason why Bip is asking is only just now has Kipper actually looked down at his food to see what it is, despite the fact that he's already eaten half of it.
This is good. What is it?
Good. But yes, I mean, you guys are eating the food, as I mentioned, if after this interaction and after the food is done, obviously you see the cleaning everything and all of that. Like picking up the plates from the table, like getting everything cleaned up, getting rid of whatever scraps of food and all that sort of thing. Then Borealis will get up and she says, "All right, now, Echoes, I need you. Go and rest. I will run a diagnostics checkup in a couple of hours to see how everything is going. Now that quite a lot. Well, I'm going to check up on your digestion and stuff. But for now, I need you to abstain from doing anything dangerous or, well, anything that could harm you." And she goes, "You understand?" And Echo just kind of gives her a grunt but with a nod. And he stands up. And he goes, "I will be in my room." And as he starts to head out, Borealis just kind of gestures to some of the helper robots to just follow him because whatever happens, Rin would be still on his shoulder, but like I said, he doesn't really care. And you see him exit the dining hall with like a small army of helper robots following, which you can tell that he looks around as he's exiting and he gives them an annoyed expression as they're all following them. You imagine very tiny little machine guys following him. But there's 8 of them.
Borealis is still in the dining hall, though. Right?
Yeah. I was about to say, as Echoes leaves, she slumps back down in her chair and she sighs again and she goes, "Ooh. Well, that was successful."
Yeah, you did a great job. Now, you should probably, get some rest if you can.
It's still morning. Great. Maybe later.
Sleeping in never is a bad thing.
I
Then
guess
again.
not. I actually should probably communicate to my sister everything that has happened. She'll be happy to come by at some point.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just
The
gonna.
findings. Oh yeah, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna make the quick comment, oh, shouldn't be that hard for her since she can make portals and all.
Oh, of course. Well, she could be here if I just ask her. I don't know what she's doing right now, but if I had to guess, some very archmagey of her.
I mean, the findings are pretty important, what you did. You think you can do that for everybody? If that's even a possibility?
Oh, well, if you are able to find me a body and robot corresponding to that body, I believe so. Although I cannot guarantee 100%. After all, this Echoes was pretty unharmed. Yeah, the robot took some damage, but it was still operational. I don't know what I would be able to do if the robot was damaged in such a way where, it's malfunctioning. Or perhaps the body is mangled or very
Right.
I hate to say it, but when I went into the sewers with Rin, it was luck that we found Echoes. The massive amount of scrap down there It might be hard to find anything that remains of a person.
That doesn't mean that we won't keep our eye out, though. Even if it's just one other person, a single life still means something. And even if we can't find their body, at least we can probably keep them alive, as much as staying a robot might be horrible. I think some still fear death more.
Yeah. Well, after reviewing the vision a couple of times, we figured out that those are certain people who were openly rebelling against the Saints, so I don't want to be, too depressing, but I doubt that have a lot of luck in there. But you are right. Even if we manage to save one of them, that would be good progress.
At the very minimum, we have a way to help anyone. That's what matters.
Yes, exactly. And, well, I will try and do my best, but of course, it doesn't only depend on me. There's many factors that could alter what happens with the machine, and, well, I still don't entirely understand the machine itself. I need to probably run some tests and diagnostics. Maybe if I use the information needed, and I can probably formulate data that resembles or is a brain, and you see, like, she continues rumbling about machinery and things like that, and she stops herself and she goes, "Oh no, it's all right. Inner thoughts coming out. Don't worry about me."
All good. I didn't understand much of it, but I get the enthusiasm.
Yes, well, as much as I don't want to be near those people, I have to say this is quite the breakthrough that Shadowed Bits have made.
True.
And,
Easy. Oh, sorry.
No, let me finish this real quick. And she goes, and well, while I definitely want to give them the justice they deserve, my inquisitive mind certainly want to ask a lot of questions about this. But they definitely need to pay for what they've done.
Agreed.
It's easy to make progress when you drop any morals from the situation and forgo any love for life.
Tell me about it. Facing this dilemma. A lot of times, but I always choose to be respectful and stay on the good path. Many crazy scientists out there have been born from, the desire of more knowledge.
Well, we're happy that you haven't committed atrocities beyond human comprehension.
And she goes out. Thank you.
On that topic, I do have a request.
Oh, sure, let's hear it.
I was thinking... will be invited to the command tower at some point. And, like as not, I'll meet with the Saints. I'm not going to pretend that I won't keep my mouth shut. However, I don't think Seraphina will either. The words I'll say, I'm sure it will hurt her pride and her ego. Perhaps she'll say something unnecessary. Is there a way to do something similar with a memory stone, but show it to people at the same time. Show all of Straeln what Seraphina really thinks.
Sorry. Taurin would
Ooh.
gasp. I do have a memory stone in my pack. We can probably use it to like alter it or something, right? To kind of project the thoughts or whatever that's recorded in it.
In theory, yes. If you are listening to it and you use memory stone, well, it will be recorded. It will be your memory after all.
Right.
My only worry then is that the saints might already be dead.
Oh.
What? Do you think we're going to go into that command tower and not fight them?
Certainly an optimistic outcome, to say the least.
I definitely know if we meet the Saints, it will come to a fight, but what do you mean that they might already be dead?
They're inviting me in to try and kill me. That's their goal, to showcase the power of their weapon. When we go in there, it's either we die or they do.
Oh, okay, so this was figurative. Yeah, of course. I don't think we need to keep them alive.
I still think that the context is important for the annals of history. We cannot simply allow ourselves to be perceived as, well, a bunch of would-be adventurers who barge into the city and kill those in power. We need a reason for it.
If we can showcase what I am seeing to everyone, the things I say, the things they say, while it happens, or even if it has to be after, it might help to ensure there's no fallout.
Of course, I mean, with the memory stone, that makes things easier. We'll just imprint your memories into it, and we could even have Saphir project them for the people. That should not be a problem.
Taurin would present the memory stone she has in her pack. I was holding on to this to eventually, if something bad were to happen, I was going to record using this, but it's still blank. I haven't used it. So if it can be of any use, better than sitting in my pack.
And Borealis goes, oh, then perfect, then that should be good enough.
And she'll just hand it over.
Oh, what, hand it over to Borealis?
Does she need to use it to, like, I don't know, like, tinker with it, or to Ambrose?
No, that's not for her. That would be for Ambrose, yes.
Okay, then she'll hand it to Ambrose.
Ambrose, you now have the memory stone.
I took it out of my pack.
I frankly do not know how to use this.
Quick lesson then. And Thorn will try to, like, her best to explain how to use a memory stone.
Is there any way we could have some sort of anti-detection cast on it? I would imagine that the Saints, they'd be able to sense something is awry.
Borealis
Kipper
goes,
Oh,
well,
perfect.
I can't really hide things like that. You may be able to put them very hidden in your bag or something, but hiding an object like that would require some serious magic, and I don't know if you will be able to get it back if you don't have that serious magic. However, it's a memory stone. I mean, I don't know.
Like I said, It doesn't really matter anyway. Either we die or they do. There's a venture into the command tower. Only one side of us is going to leave it. If they take the memory stone, I'll simply grab it from their corpses.
I feel as if this weapon that they are trying to utilize, I think they overestimate themselves. So, in ending them, I think even if we are remembered poorly, in the worst case scenario, at least 1,000 years from now, when the world isn't destroyed by the Titans, it probably won't matter anymore.
Borealis goes, well, let's not get our hopes down already. I am sure that if they bite at you, then yes, most likely try and subdue all of them. I don't know what they're intending, but it is something very bad. Well, when it is time for you to go there, I ask you to be very careful. House Trishul will have your back. However, we cannot be everywhere at every time.
Right. We gotta stay hopeful. I mean, they'll expect us to do what they think we're going to do, which is fall into their trap. So all we can do is try and be one step ahead. Have a few tricks up our sleeves.
I think it might be the perfect opportunity for us to, well, do a little infiltration mission. Hopefully they'll be so focused on Ambrose that perhaps some of us could split off or enter undetected somehow. I mean, it'll be easy enough for you, Taurin. I'm sure you could transform into a fly or something, right? Sneak in that way. And, well, I can call in a favor at the potion shop and try the
Okay.
same thing I did at the party. That seemed to go pretty well. It fooled Thrail. Not sure if the Saints will be more advanced than them, but best to, hope for the best and prep for the worst.
Exactly. That's a great idea. Go for it.
I do have to wonder why the Saints chose me.
You're strong.
Hmm.
I don't know.
You're a native
I-
to Port Strail. You're an icon for the people. They want to crush you and show what happens when you defy them.
I think they also feel as if they could potentially leverage what has happened to you. But I'll be there. I'm assuming that there's a +1 scenario that can be instated.
I'm sure the more of us are gathered, the happier the Saints will be.
We'll all be there together, in one way or another.
And
If
Borealis
you...
No, go ahead.
I'm
go
sorry.
Ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If you feel like you're only going to say something that will instantly break our cover, and you need to swap out with me, you know my hostilities to nobles, but at least I can keep it veiled under passive aggressiveness. And if you need to hold my hand, or I don't know, say you have to use a bathroom and then it's just me and them, literally, I'll be there. And if you potentially need any potions of calmness or anything, I don't know. Whatever you need. But I'm also
There's
ready
a-
to bust some heads.
There was a slight scowl coming from me, not necessarily directed at you by any means, just kind of like the Saints in general.
Yeah, the
Um,
situation.
And I'll say, I have waited 26 years, my entire life, to call them out on their vile insanity. I will not make a mistake, but I am going to chew them out.
I look forward to it then.
In fact, I stated before that I would hold myself back, that I would do everything I could to ensure no one else gets affected by what I do and say. But this time is different. The consequence will be the same, whether I succeed or fail in holding myself and subduing my words. They're out for blood, and therefore I am too.
I think if anyone needed a taste of their own blood, it would be the ones that say they are here for the people and yet they openly hurt them.
I said it yesterday morning. My goal for Strail has changed. I'm going to wipe out the evil here. I'm going to set things right. And I'm going to make a place that all of Crenia can be proud of. That includes butchering them where they stand, and slaughtering any other shadow druids in my way.
As you guys are speaking, there is the sound of clicking, and then a metallic buzz as you hear the sound of a, what can I say, like a speaker, kind of muffled, very compressed voice, robotic voice first, saying, "This is a public announcement for the people of Port Strail," repeating it several times over the course of a couple of seconds. And then the robotic voice line cuts, and you hear like a, like that feedback from the microphone kind of approaching somebody. And you hear the feminine voice saying, "To the people of Port Strail, I, Seraphina, glad to announce something very big for the city. First of all, immediate effectively, the curfew is over. You no longer have to close your businesses at very early hours at night, and everybody is allowed to go outside in the evenings. And of course, this is all thanks to our heroes of Port Strail, who saved us from the evil that lurked below our own noses." Which, of course, leads me to the second announcement. we, the Saints, are organizing a citywide celebration for the removal of curfew and dedicated to our heroes of Port Strail. The celebration will include drinks, food, and fireworks. And for the people of the upper city, a special gala event will be hosted. And of course, for our lovely heroes, we are going to give you the tour of our most proud achievement. Our command tower will be open for you to explore. And of course, not just any random tour of the establishment. No. We are going to have a meeting with all of you face to face up here in our chambers. This will happen tomorrow night. So, don't be late. We'll be waiting for you. And of course, for the rest of the city, you will see the outposts that our people, our own guard, will set up, where we will be giving you free food and drink. And a show for all of the people of Port Strail, because this is an occasion that should be celebrated. In so long, we haven't been able to be in our city quiet and safe at night. But this will all be over. This is Seraphina, and I bid you all a good day. And the static again starts, and the robotic voice cuts in again, and it goes, "This was a public announcement of the Saints of Port Strail." Repeats the voice a couple of seconds, and then buzzing, and it shuts off.
They consider themselves all powerful, and yet they couldn't keep their own streets clean.
That announcement is very worrisome.
Yes, it ended up being all of us and not just Ambrose.
Right.
It's better that way regardless.
Can't we say one of us fell ill?
We also don't have to listen to them.
I like not listening to them.
Is Lady Borealis still in the room?
Yeah, she hasn't left. And as a matter of fact, as you look over to her, you see her eyes are glowing with magic energy as she is whispering something. She's sending a message.
And Echoes and Rin aren't here anymore, right?
No,
Yeah,
they
they're in
both probably left.
one of their rooms.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I'm surprised they even gave us the merit for saving their city.
I mean, what do they care? In their minds, we're about to be dead.
I don't think they would have been painting us as heroes so fervently if they were about to reveal that we're actually at fault. And I feel like that would undermine their own visage. I feel like there's something we're missing here.
Well,
I think we might have all the pieces, actually. We've seen it in the Memory Stone. they're hyping us up because, well, they want to subjugate us. Turn us into their little servants.
Make an example out of us. Like they did the
Exactly.
counselor.
But there's something behind that, I think. I think regardless we'll be able to find our way through, but I just worry at what cost.
Well, you guys have the crystals too, so you'll have to be extra careful, won't you?
Boy. Don't you worry, Taurin. I would give my life before I give this up.
Agree then. The Saints' heads were rolling before anything like that would have happened.
I think we should go and buy explosives. Unrelated, but I think that merchant before just gave me ideas that explosives are nice to have.
I don't think that merchant's gonna like seeing me again.
We can find a different merchant and cheaper explosives.
True, we can.
Let's consult House Rexmoa.
As you guys are speaking, you see like her eyes stop glowing, and she like perks up a little as she's listening. Obviously, the message is being sent back, and then after a couple of seconds, Borealis goes, "Okay, well, that was expected. Saphir does say that people around Arcane Academy are also a little, a little rowdy about this. They're all happy about curfew. The lower city seems to be taking it very well. But I think you guys may be right. I think the fight is inevitable. And, well, with the whole gala thing, the upper city is going to be busy trying to impress each other with their appearances.
Distractions. That's all they are.
I'm worried that they may turn that weapon on the people before they turn it on us.
If they're having everybody gather, it's not something I would put past them.
Is the perfect little honeypot. Gather everyone with, bread and circuses, and then unleash whatever dastardly machine they've created.
That's assuming that's what they're doing. Of course.
I think we shouldn't sweat the details of their plan too much, and, well, sweat over the details of our plan.
Right.
Regardless of what they have in store, if we prepare properly, well, I think we'll be able to outsmart them. And I hate to say it, Taurin, but if there was ever a time to contact Dusan, we only have 48 hours.
Right. As much as that's not something I'd like to do, what other choice do we have?
Sounds like his presence will all be guaranteed at the very least if it's, well, a gala. We could probably confer with Lady Borealis and House Trishul if they've gotten the invite.
And Borealis would, she sighs and goes, well, if it's definitely a city-wide thing, then of course the noble houses are going to be invited, and mine and my sister's presence will be required. Maybe we haven't gotten a direct invitation, but I am assuming some sort of robot. Bring one at any point during the day. However, I don't mean to be rude. Are you sure talking to one of them would be a good idea? Aren't all of them involved with this machine of some sort? What if
I have
showing
no
weakness?
interest.
One at a time.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The difficulty of not being able to see everyone's mouths.
Yeah, fair. And Boreas goes, what if showing this, well, willing to cooperate, or I don't know, even some sort of, well, not necessarily weakness, but desire for help can just against you. I'm not a strategist, but I would like to think I am not smart. And, well, if you ask me, that seems a lot of risk. Probably no reward.
I
You
don't know.
speak first.
He's. He doesn't seem happy. The last time I saw him, he didn't try to harm me or anybody else. So maybe we have a chance to have some kind of audience with him.
You think we could potentially switch him to our side?
We can
I
try.
don't think he would take our side, but I think we could pin him against the Saints, at the very least. From the sound of it, well, I've met many people like Dusan before. They get what they want, and all they want is more. I don't think he's particularly happy from what Taurin was describing. Sounds like he's kind of an outcast when it comes to him and the other noble houses as well. When I was eavesdropping, him and Thrail couldn't see eye to eye, even when all they were talking about was the finalization of the Saints' plans. I'm not saying we trust him, nor am I saying that he will side with us, but if we put blood in the water and he smells it, well, maybe he'll try to make a play of his own.
I don't know
The more
who he is
chaos, the
now.
better.
Oh.
Mhm.
But I don't know who he is now, but I know who he was then, at least. Maybe a part of him is still there that we can reach out to. That's my hope.
Truthfully, I'd rather only rely on House Trishon. The only benefit to Dusan is having someone who backstab us at any moment.
Is there any way we could manipulate Dusan? Make him think one thing, and then he acts of his own accord, thinking that it was him doing it. That might be convoluted, but he will always act in his best interest.
We need to find out what he wants first. We know that, then we might have an advantage. Last time it was the bloom. What is it this time?
When is this so-called party happening?
It's tomorrow night, Kipper. Weren't you paying attention?
I'm gonna be honest, that woman's voice grates on my ears.
Understandable.
It's okay, we got the details.
And Borealis goes, well, I know for a fact that nobody without clearance enters the tower. Trust me, I've tried. And perhaps they're going to give all of you special clearance to enter that night. We will probably be in the gala, but I think me and my sister sneak out for a moment, maybe help you the best that we can.
The Saints are going to be prepared for anything. Like as not, they've been ready to try and kill us since the moment we stepped in Strail. I doubt they didn't recognize me.
whatever the case may be, I believe there's preparations to be had. If this is fact face on against the Saints, well, I would say then you all need to be prepared. As much as I am on your side, it is not me who they're looking. Pretty sure, even if we try, we're probably not gonna get too far inside of that tower.
And in the case that we are unsuccessful and we are somehow taken down, House Trishul shouldn't have to suffer as well. I wouldn't want to drag you in, even if things go poorly. We will keep you and your sister and everyone affiliated with you out of our mouths.
Oh, that's really not what I'm worried about at this point. I'm pretty sure they already know of our friendship. So, I appreciate the thought, but I think you're worrying about things that you should.
That's just what Kipper does.
It's
Kipper
the way
stays
Kipper
quiet to that
cares.
one.
But yeah, it's just the way Kipper cares. That's all. A lot.
And Boyala says, I appreciate that, but as I said, I'm pretty sure that if you weren't successful, then probably House Trishul will come next. I will say, however, put up a good fight. That is the case.
Tower's a bad idea, you said, right?
Is there any way... Well, you're already supporting us in this fight, but if you think that House Trishul will most likely be dealt with after us, if it starts looking rough at any point, I don't want to ask you for anything more than you've already given us. I know that you'll support us in this fight in any way that you possibly can.
Well, then I to ask you for something. Perhaps
What is
something
it?
very different. I think it's something fair, given the circumstances. Win. You have the
well,
gods
that-
on your backs.
I don't intend to lose.
Hmm.
I'll remove the evil that has rooted its way into Strayon. And I'll do it with my friends.
Then
I...
there's not much to worry about. I have put my trust on all four of you, and the trust of my entire house. Believe that if you say you're not going to lose, I have no reason why believe otherwise.
I'll... A very, soft, almost sarcastic chuckle will say, "You know what I want in return."
Borealis says, I do. We can discuss that when the time comes. Once you come back. And she goes, Percy, I think it's remove your butler clothes and get you something more combat. And Percy goes, I believe so, lady.
Just in time for the sparring session.
I have a request too. If we defeat this, I think you should give Percy emotions.
Kipper.
You don't have to do it to a bunch of different robots, but like... Percy is already family to you guys, and I think it would be cool.
Deep breath. Says nothing.
Well, I do want to try and figure out all of this about, you know, the digitalization, the mind as a whole. So maybe I will have some time to experiment. And of course, Percy
But
will
first
be my test
ask
subject.
Percival if he wants it, though, because if he doesn't necessarily want it, then that would just be mean.
And she looks at Percy, who's obviously like next to her. He goes, "Whatever is required to further research, I will help."
I wonder what's the first hobby he'll pick up when he has the ability to discern what he enjoys doing and what he enjoys not doing.
Borealis just slowly stands up, very calmly, and she goes, "Right. Well, I think then it's time to get Percy his new attire." And
Lady Borealis,
Oh, yes.
before you go,
Mhm.
sorry, but I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for us up to this point and helping us and being there when we needed somebody. I just hope I can bring Mina back here to meet Strail's greatest healer in these dark times.
Of course. Yes. When you make it, you know that the doors to my house are open. And I'm sure Joseph would say the same about the Arcane University.
You have... Obviously there will be a power vacuum when the Saints fall. Do you have plans for keeping the city afloat during that period of time? Have you thought of how House Trishul might have to take the reins for a portion of time?
Well, that thought has definitely crossed my mind one or two times.
Kipper, you're doing the worrying thing again.
I apologize.
And she goes, "Oh, no, it's fine. That one is an issue that we actually have to think about. Because,
It
well,
will happen.
it will happen. The city itself is run by the Saints, with the nobles being the second in command. We could call ourselves that. So there's clearly going to be an issue, but that is for me to worry about. As I said, train, get ready.
Understood.
Alrighty then. If anybody needs me, I will be in my workshop. And she starts walking away. Percy looks at you, gives you a bow, and starts following.
Well, guess, are we gonna sharpen our claws or go shopping?
Time is of the essence.
I think explosives are good.
Mhm.
I'm down for getting ready for sure.
Is there any way we could go shopping without getting into shenanigans in between?
Of course.
With
This is serious
the-
business, Kipper.
We have 70 gold remaining from Ren.
I was about to say, do you guys have a lot of gold?
I Might
No.
We
have, a
have
little
something
bit.
called a 5-finger discount.
No.
What about
Ambrose
no
says to the gods
shenanigans?
talking
What
down to
the?
Yeah,
We
I have
got- we got
I have
method.
78 gold pieces.
But Borealis just left, and then we're gonna go find her, and then we're gonna be like, okay, sorry, I know you just walked out of the room, but we gotta talk to you again.
She literally made a sun bomb, though.
Hey,
Can
I'm
we answer
saying,
them
I'm saying
blindly?
we go shopping for other things. We can talk to Borealis about explosives. I don't mind that. I have my own plans.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
okay.
fair.
We
That's
We
fair.
can get some
That's fair.
things.
We have 74 gold remaining from
Uh,
Ren,
Give us
as a
some
note.
booms.
I'm about to do something unethical.
Okay, well, what are you guys gonna do?
We are such good heroes.
You guys are such good heroes indeed. Well, what are you guys going
That
to do?
was
then?
facetious.
All right, do we want to do this like the quick way, or?
Yes, I was about to say.
I would love to do it the quick way.
Since
I
well,
will.
we have a few, about an hour-ish of the
Okay.
episode left. We can do it the quick way, so we can leave the next session entirely for
Yeah.
this whole thing.
Okay.
Because, oh
Okay.
boy.
Let's go. Let's do
Alright,
this.
I will also I meant to ask this question during the whole thing, but I'll just ask it undiegetically and just ask directly. What is the security system like in the tower according to Borealis?
Nobody has been inside other than the shadow
Okay.
puppets.
Okay, so we have no solid leads on that.
Nope.
Literally no information.
The
yeah.
one shadow druid we talked to. We
Okay,
didn't ask.
Here are my two things that I want to do, both of which are morally dubious, but Rexmoa read that entry in Borealis' journal and forever changed them. I want to find another lizard folk in the city. And the second thing I want to do is visit the potion shop.
And visit the potion shop. Okay.
Okay. I will say finding another lizard folk in the city will take you a lot of time. This is a very big city, and as far as
I
you've
would look
been,
at the docks or something. I'd assume they're Argonians, which is to say second-class citizens.
I mean, you're not wrong. But as I said, this is a very large city, and you know that at least 90% of the population, perhaps even more, are human
Yeah,
in this
Yes.
city.
that's perfectly acceptable. And if these two things will take me the whole day, I will find that acceptable as well.
Lauren just wants two things,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
depending what goes on. She wants some rope, and she definitely wants some rags.
Okay,
Okay.
I have rope,
That's
so you don't gotta worry
suspicious.
about that.
Okay, we'll definitely need some rags, and I'm gonna need some oil.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
You're more suspicious. What are you doing?
Molotov.
That's so funny.
Those are my
Lord.
requests.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was gonna make a bondage joke, and then you said oil, and it got worse.
Oh,
You could still
that
make
is
the
a
joke.
that is a combo.
Oh
Yeah.
my lord. that's
Anyway,
so-
I am going to stay at the house, and I'm going to focus on training. But I will give the remaining gold we got from Rin, and I'll give it to Taurin.
Oh, what? Huh? Oh, give me what now? I'm sorry.
The
You have
remaining
70
gold.
gold now.
So
nice.
yeah, 70 extra gold to you.
70 on top of my 16. Got it.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
Okay.
Ambrose is going to stay inside the house, and he's going to focus on training with the sword.
Okay. I will say, let me. I'm opening all my shops just so you guys can have all the thing. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So, Rexmoa, what is the purpose of you looking for another lizard folk? Is my question.
My plan is that I'm gonna get an invisibility potion. And what made me think about this was the fact that those two people who work in the bookshop thought that Borealis and Zephyr were lizard folk. So Rexmoa's plan is to swap himself with a body double. And so the body double goes in place of him when they enter the
Okay.
tower, and then he can go do his thing in the tower while he's invisible.
Crazy.
Okay.
And they're so racist they wouldn't tell the difference.
Yeah, well, we might have to paint him like pink and blue. 'cause
Well,
that's
yeah,
not a
I
very
was about to
common
say-
lizard folk
I
pattern.
was about
but
to say,
It's okay. Lizard folk don't sweat, so.
I was about to say, while you may be able to find a lizard folk, how
Uh-huh.
are you going to sneak him in and not get
Huh?
recognized?
Sneak them into the thing?
Well, not
The
sneak
event?
them in, but like replace.
They're just gonna
yourself.
pretend to be me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just-
So my logic is that they're expecting all of us to be there, so it's gonna be hard to sneak around. But if Rexmoa is there, I'm free to move about in the tower.
Okay.
It's just makeup.
Hey,
Rex
that's
Moa
fair.
can
That's
definitely
fair.
make
Hey,
up
that's
and
fair. That's fair.
Be different patterns. It's whatever patterns they choose.
Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Okay. So, we'll go with Rexmoa's thing in a little bit later, because Taurin, your thing is a little bit easier.
It's a lot simpler.
It's a lot simpler. Let's see. You said that you wanted rope, oil, and
Rags.
sorry?
Rags. You know,
Oh,
towels.
yeah. Okay, see, no,
Ripped up
yeah, you
pieces
cut
of
out. That's
towel.
why I couldn't.
I thought you said
couldn't-
eggs.
Yeah, I thought you said
Eggs are
as
good
well. I'm
too.
like,
You
what?
know what? I want a few
What?
eggs.
You want a few
Exactly.
eggs as well? Hey, that's
Yeah.
fair. Okay. So, let's see. So, rope. 50 feet of hempen rope will run you 1 gold piece.
I will say, Rexmoa and probably other people, you yourself might have rope unless you've used it already.
I use
Yes.
my rope.
Okay.
Most of you, if not all of you, should have rope. If you
I
haven't
don't have
used it.
them. Because I bought extra when we went into Galvathier, so I used when we went down into the mines of Galvathier, I used the original rope I had, but then I bought extra, so I still have a full thing of rope.
All right. I mean, okay, so
Sir,
rope, no.
yes,
I'll
sir.
just ask Ambrose and Rexmoa for rope. Got it.
As for the oil, let me check where is the. Okay. Oh, there it is. A flask of oil will run you 1 silver piece.
Oh, 1 silver. Okay.
And any sort of rags would probably run you about the same. I'm just saying it at like this is like the cheap boat kind of deal. 1
That's
silver
fine.
piece.
Oh yeah, Rexmoa is gonna call in a favor to Taurin and ask while she's out buying things to buy a bag of ball bearings and buy another bag of caltrops.
Ooh, ball.
Okay. So let's see. Ball bearings, I believe, are. There's a lot of stuff here, so you guys gotta give me a second to find this thing.
Take
No
your time.
problem.
Good God. What the hell are the ball bearings doing? Are they the blacksmith? Maybe. I don't know. Let me check.
I
the
was say
blacksmith.
right by the.
I mean that does make sense.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah. A bag of ball bearings will run you 1 gold piece.
Gold piece. Okay.
And a bag of you said caltrops?
That is correct, unless there's like some kind of cool advanced form of these things.
No, I mean not unless you craft them somehow. But a bag of caltrops will also run you a gold.
1 gold. So 2 gold and 2 and 2. So okay, got it.
Mhm.
Got it. All right.
Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. That ain't that bad.
My
Let's
silver pieces go down.
All right. Lovely.
Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. All right. So is that it for you, Taurin? We'll go through everybody real quick.
Done.
Okay, you're not buying anything else?
That's
Remember, you have the time to think about it. Let me know if you want anything else. Don't worry about it.
you go to everybody else. I'll
Yeah.
think about more things.
All right, Kipper, what would you be doing in preparation for this?
Explosives.
You're
Maybe
looking.
things that can be timed.
Okay, well, that's gonna be a little bit more difficult since that has to be crafted.
Dang.
However, you basically can buy explosives. There would be a flask of alchemist fire, which is basically kind of like tough.
Can you consult Borealis about this? The
She
Borealis
100% can. I mean, she
hyperdimension.
told
yeah.
you she is going to be in her workshop working on Mr. Percival.
Does Borealis have the ability to make me any explosives?
Given the fact that she made you many sun bombs and a giant sun bomb, I believe the answer to that is yes.
Can she
Oh,
give
yeah.
me some explosives?
I do have a question.
Oh,
of,
okay.
Can she make additional sun bombs within the time frame given?
Well, we'll see about that. But in terms of,
Okay.
of you, Kipper, how are you approaching this situation? What are you going to do to tell her? How are you going towards this?
I'm gonna be like, hey, we're going to be. Oh, is that a? It's just Rexmoa.
Oh, whoops.
Just the. Meh. It's beautiful, thank you. And then Taurin's like, I like how Taurin is speaking to low poly Rexmoa right now. This is spectacular. Why does he have big butt?
Concentrate, Bip. The fate of the world is on the line.
Okay. Kipper's gonna be like, oh dang, that got. I'm just blocking it with my character sheet. I have a feeling that explosives in the fight might be helpful, considering mana might be short, and I'm probably going to be using it for either healing or counter spells. And if there's any mana potions that you can spare, honestly, mana potions might be even more beneficial, but explosives are good.
As you approach the workshop, Kipper, you would see that Borealis is in the middle of the workshop, and Percival is standing over there. Borealis has like a welding mask on, and she is using her own magic to heat up metal pieces of Percy and remove them herself. Percy is also helping, by the way, while he's getting the platings of his body removed and changed. And as you approach Borealis, she stops and pulls the mask up, and she goes, "Oh, well, I mean, sure, I can probably make you some explosives, but, do you think it's going to be good? You're going to be inside the tower."
Well, I wasn't thinking of placing it around the building. I was more thinking of throwing it at the Saints.
Well, I guess I can spare one vial of alchemist fire.
That would be perfect. Is there any chance that, the one thing that I fear ever since, my abilities have been changing, my mana pool has gotten drastically smaller. Is there any chance that you have any spare mana potions?
Oh, well. Me? Not really. However, well, my sister could probably do that.
Oh, okay. I should just go to the academy then, I guess.
That would be a good idea. And you see her putting on the mask again. She goes, "Oh, well, yes, I can make you the alchemist fire. I will deliver it to you tonight."
Thank you. And sorry for any complications that I've brought with just being in this city. I know that we've helped a certain amount, but there's also been a good amount of headache that comes with it.
And, you know, a little muffled from the mask, but she goes, "Oh, don't worry, this would have happened one day or another, really. For now, what we can do is prepare and rest well, and, you know, not die."
Yeah. Yeah, understood. And with that, Kipper leaves, and now he's on his way to get mana potions from Sisterhead.
Okay. So we'll move over
Sisterhead.
to
I said Sisterhead.
we'll move over to
Holy moly.
Rexmoa for a moment. Rexmoa, you're going to try and search for a lizard folk in Portstray. This is a very, very large city, predominantly human. So I want you to give me a... Let's see, because if I make you do a check for this... All right,
I would
I'll
also
tell you
have
what.
a proposal that might go along with whatever you're gonna ask me to do. Can I
Oh, yeah,
pray
what's
to
up? What's up?
Ixis?
Okay.
Like just jump in the canal and pray with Ixis and see if she can help a lizard out.
Help a
Help a
homie out.
lizard find another lizard.
Help a homie out.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you go about doing this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, since I would be starting in the upper district, I would find the nearest like nice looking canal and like I would jump on the fence and I would just like dive right in, and then I would sit in the water and start meditating and praying to Ixis.
All right. I want you to give me a religion check.
If he doesn't pass with flying colors.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. Rexmoa, you get in the water, you like
Oh,
dive down.
ow.
You dive down in the water, like get as deep as you can comfortably, and close your eyes and start meditating. Trying to call upon the Titan of the Seas, the Titan of Water, the Titan of Strength. For your aid. Rexmoa, you wait for a moment as your prayers go through. It almost feels as if your prayers are kind of being broadcasted. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but it feels as if your prayers are tapping onto something else. It's not just you speaking. This is actually felt and received. However, Rexmoa, you will open your eyes to see under the water and a couple of yellow eyes would be staring at you. That's... and they would immediately like turn aside and leave. Rexmoa, you have a feeling that Ixis has other plans for this fated night.
Ooh.
And that is all I can tell you that you get out of it.
Holy moly, I don't know what to do with this information. Okay. Well, slight change of plans then. I will still go to the potion shop, but you know, if I prayed to see a lizard folk and Ixos tells me you might want to reconsider that, I am going to listen.
Okay. So, as you, well, you're not looking for the lizard folk, correct?
Well, you know what? Since I have all day to do it, I may as well just do it, because otherwise I'm just going to the potion shop. But I will keep this in mind.
I want you to give me an investigation check. I would say this is not to determine... Because if you're looking around, yes, you probably will find something, or just asking about and everything. I would say this is to determine how much time it's going to take, depending on the result that you get on investigation.
Fair, I like it. It's like Monster of the Week type stuff, and it might take me a while.
Yes, as a matter of fact, Rexmoa, you would be quite a while. It is evening time. You would find yourself a lizard folk. You find yourself a lizard folk that is working along one of the smaller, like, food stalls in the kind of fish market area of Port Trail, in one of the in the lower city, I would say. Yeah, but you will be able to find one.
Are they a lady lizard or a sir lizard? Or a non-binary lizard?
I was about to say we don't discuss those kind of things, but I would say the way that you look at this person, yes, it is a guy, a man lizard man even.
Hail, brother. Water's blessings upon you.
And he goes, "Oh, hi. Are you looking to buy some fish? I can hook you up. I have some very good stuff, very fresh."
No, I am looking for you.
But do I owe you money?
No, you have been called upon by me and the great water spirit Ixos to serve a purpose. I'm sure you may have communed with her previously, so I can catch you up to speed if you require it. But if not, let us be on our way.
Whoa, hey, hold on. I'm sorry, are you... And he looks around and he goes, "You okay? Do you need me to call someone?"
No. I am merely, well, swelling with great purpose. And I found you.
Something.
So everything is just going right so far. I'm sure you heard of the great gathering at the tower for the saints, and I would like to bring you with me. There are great plans that require your participation, my brother.
I want you to give me a persuasion check.
I should have figured that some lizard folk growing up in the city probably wouldn't be on the same page as Rexmoa, but oh well.
Okay. And he goes, no, I think you have me confused, pal. I just sell fish. That's all what I do.
Oh, you should tell him.
Wait, hold on. This is my scene. Tell him what?
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay. Don't worry about being selfish, friend. Now is not the time for that. It is the time to fulfill our duty to this great world that we live in. I need you to be me. Just for a night.
And he goes, hey, listen, if you want some free fish, I can give you some. Like, I don't need any of this.
I see. Has the greater woes of the city gotten to you? Is it money that you seek?
He goes, sure. How much am I gonna get paid?
Oh. I'm not sure if you are aware of them, but our great host in the city, Lady Borealis Treshul, her coffers are quite deep. So immense, as a matter of fact, I have never had to worry about money my entire stay here. And I'm sure that she, in her great generosity, would be more than willing to compensate you for helping us save the city.
I want you to give me another persuasion check with disadvantages.
Disadvantage! I just offered this guy money. Everyone loves money.
You're killing me over here.
Okay, persuasion with disadvantage.
Correct.
Big money, no what? Oh, dang.
And then
You
the
should just
man-
knock him over the head.
The man goes, look, listen, I heard your story. I don't want to participate in any of this. Okay, look here, and he offers you one fish, raw fish. He
Okay,
goes, hey, if you need food, hey, just take it, and then just please, no, I don't want anything to do with this.
All right, I understand that your needs might be more immediate, and Rexmoa is going to do his good old trick and pull a patch from the robe of useful things.
Oh boy, let me open up that.
Please.
It's never failed me. It's never failed me.
It's
Oh,
gonna be more
boy.
money. It's just
Dude,
gonna
if he
magically
gets
be
more
oops,
money,
all
it's gonna be
money.
insane. All right, Rexmoa, roll me a D100, please.
Summons
Man,
a
we
whale
know
that
that's at
pushes
least
this
like
man
2
off
results,
the
so-
dock.
Okay, that is hilarious.
Oh, I take it it's
Oh.
not money then.
No, it's not money. It's not money. You were close. You were very close, but it is
Because
not
I was gonna say,
money.
I think every time I rolled the gems, it was like in the 20s.
Yes, you were very close, but no.
Mm-hmm.
So Rexmoa, as you pull the patch, this is gonna be hilarious. What's gonna happen in the next following second? As you pull the patch kind of jumps off your hand magically, and it's just a big cloud of smoke. Like it covers up the area in front of you and in front of the stall of this like fish vendor. The man just kind of moves away from the smoke, just kind of like wafting it off, and he goes like, "Hey, dude, what's your problem, man?" And as the smoke starts to dissipate, Rexmoa, what you see in front of you is something very large, by the way. 10 feet wide and 10 feet high. You see an iron door appear.
I open it.
This is what I'm going to say. As you approach to open the door will slowly fall into the stall of the fish vendor, destroying it.
You horrible person.
And the
Yeah,
man
usually that
looks,
doesn't happen.
And the man looks at you in disbelief.
Oh.
As all of his fish are like this, like the stall is destroyed, the fish are everywhere. People are starting to take the fishes. Everybody's like, "Whoa, what the fuck just happened?" But then they see fishes on the ground, they just start grabbing them.
Oh, his fishing career.
Oh, I'm sorry, my brother. This normally doesn't happen. Here, let me try one more time.
Oh,
What?
Oh, no,
my
it's the
lord.
funny number. I was so hoping
God.
to do that.
okay.
Boy.
Oh
I only
boy.
have 4 patches left after this.
Yes.
Oh,
So-
I really hope
is so funny.
69 doesn't translate into anything that
be a
the
lucky
numbers...
number. Be a
Oh my
lucky
lord.
number.
So, okay, the man just goes like, What just happened to me? And he goes over to you, Rexmoa, to obviously you know, he's trying to face you off. But you pull off another patch. The patch, like, jumps off your hand. And then, immediately, you hear a thump and a grunt from the man. As the smoke dissipates, and you see that a 12-foot-long rowboat has appeared, tossing the man to the side.
Oh my.
Well, you got him a boat.
Will this compensate for your stall?
The man is wincing in pain as 12 feet of rowboat just magically shot out from your patch and just tossed him.
Ragdoll.
Yeah, pretty much. You just like ragdolled him.
His Skyrim giant slam attack.
Kind of.
That poor fisherman. Mm-hmm.
And the man's on the floor like, oh, just leave. Please. Leave.
But our business, my business here is not yet done. You must come with me.
He starts crawling away from you. As people around as people are starting to get like, whoa, what the fuck is going on here?
I think you should not read the room, and you should pull a third patch.
I don't know. It's up to him.
I don't think I'll do that, but I'm just gonna keep talking to him while he's crawling away.
I will say, if you continue, the man will start calling the guards.
Okay, I'll continue.
Okay. So the man starts like yelling, guards, please.
Your role in the upcoming night is very important.
There's a crazy man. Help, please.
I offered you money. I, tried to give you. It's normally a bag of gems, and then the guards start coming.
Yeah. You would see that other people starting to like call out for the guards, and eventually, like a guard would pop by, and they will see you, and start running towards you.
Okay. I guess my follow-up question is: do I have enough time to still go to the potion shop?
I would say you would have time probably the next day.
Okay. That might be better.
If well, I mean, I'll be honest. You're a monk. You're very agile, so you're most likely gonna escape them. So
I could just like step of the wind and just like
like
go on the rooftop.
Okay, exactly. You're probably gonna escape them.
Do people have to be willing to be taken with your step of the wind?
That's a good question. Let me look at that real quick.
I believe
I'm not gonna kidnap this man.
Dang.
I thought about it. I was like, this is like, I don't know. My charisma sucks, and this is like a 20 charisma like mind control type thing in order to get this guy to like go on my side.
My lord.
At this point, yeah. Pretty
If he
much.
was unconscious, I would do it, but unfortunately, he's like,
The boat didn't knock him out, unfortunately.
Pull another patch.
The thing is, like,
he might
he
become unconscious.
he explicitly like voiced his like I basically don't have his consent in the social sense, so Rexmoa is not gonna do that.
Plus, as you continue to like offer more, the guards would be called, so you would have to book it.
Yeah. I get out of there and go back to House Trishul, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to make it, but for you, Rexmoa, like your day would be over pretty much.
It's so over. It's so Rex over.
Okay, we'll go with Taurin real quick because I think you posted a couple of more things that you wanted to get. Correct?
I did.
All right, let's see. For the darts, it will be. Where are the goddamn darts? Where did they put the darts? I'm actually trying to find it. Trying to find this thing at home. Really like it. Okay, so dart will be 5 copper each dart. So it depends on how much you want.
5 copper. So we have how many copper pieces? I haven't used any of my copper pieces. I will take 8. You said 5 per 5, 10. I'll take 10.
All right, so that will be 50 copper pieces.
Got it.
Sir, you sir. Okay, what is next? You said darts and wait, hang on. Eggs.
Actually, big on eggs. Yeah.
All right, I believe I saw the eggs somewhere. Where did I put it? Okay. Yes, eggs. Half a dozen eggs will go 3 copper pieces.
Dozen? Okay. You said how many
That's
copper pieces?
Half a dozen.
That's worrying.
You said so. How many silver pieces?
4 copper pieces.
4 copper.
Copper pieces. Okay.
4 copper.
I was gonna say, I feel bad for the people who live here. Hey.
no, it's copper pieces. Don't worry. Holy water. Ooh, let me check if we have that. I don't think we have. Oh, that would be like a priest, I guess. Let me check. Priest. Temple services. Yes, sir. Let me see. Temple services. If you want to open, please. Thank you. Holy water. A flask of holy water. Oh, this one's kind of expensive. This one goes for 25 gold pieces.
Pick one.
All right. 25 gold pieces for your holy water. Nets will be. How much for a net? You believe that is in adventure supply, if I am correct. Where the hell are the nets, Ryan? I have so many shops, dude. You have no idea. Like straight up, I have everything here. Nets. Net. No, this is food.
I got 10 left here. All right.
Can't find nets. Let me search them real quick.
We have 20 out of that, so we are going to take out.
Oh, okay. There we go. 2 silver pieces for a net.
2 silver pieces for a net.
Jesus
All right.
Christ. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. Someone does have to make it.
Exactly.
It's the weaving process.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To be fair,
And
the nets in D&D are like big.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, they're like.
they're big enough to capture like an entire person.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
we're
an
good.
alchemist's fire will run you 50 gold pieces. This is
Ah,
an
poop.
explosive, big
Plus-
explosive.
Alaska Borealis.
Well, she's already making one of those, so
She is. Okay. Good there then.
Also,
We're fine.
I'm gonna be honest. The more things that you buy, the more it sounds like you're gonna commit bondage to someone.
yes.
Most people just buy
Probably do
candles.
something, honestly.
No comment.
What?
No comment on that one. Yes,
No
sir.
comment.
Sir. Okay.
Marion's coming back to a good time.
Awesome. Okay, so that's gonna be on your list. Then we'll
Mhm.
have them. You have the stuff. Make sure to take down the money.
Mhm.
And yeah, we will go to Ambrose.
Oh, did you get the ball bearings and caltrops for Rexmoa?
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
did get 'em.
Thank you.
Ambrose. So
You're
you
welcome.
said that you are going to be training, correct?
yeah. So I'll be spending my time training. I'll probably like ask one of the bots around if there's like a dedicated training hole. But if there isn't, I'll just be going back out to the courtyard then.
Yeah, most likely you just go to the courtyard. It's probably like the safest spot. This is a manor, after all. There is no like. This is a living manor. This is not like a. The only like odd thing would be like the workshop that Borealis has.
Mhm.
And I mean, you could train there. You know, she is also doing her own tinkering.
Oh, I'd probably just ask the bots if there was like a dedicated place. Maybe think about the like workshop, but then just end up going to the courtyard instead, since I know that people probably won't be there.
Okay. How long are you planning on training?
Uh,
Ambrose?
a good amount of time.
Okay.
Very much so, just going through the motions. I mean, honestly, Ambrose probably wouldn't even recognize exactly how much time would actually pass, but every once in a while, you know, like stopping, sitting down, resting, maybe like offering a small word or two to Viren's grave before continuing to train with his sword. But
Okay.
I fully intend to spend most of the day just training. I might try and find Rin to see if maybe she has extra things that she might be able to give us to be better prepared for
Well,
the command tower.
I was about to say, eventually within your training, you would see that later on in the evening, once you are, trained quite a while, you will see that you actually not just see but hear somebody coming inside of the courtyard, and then you would see echoes come out with Rin by his side again as a cat on shoulder, per usual. And he watches your training until you stop for a moment, and then he goes, "Good. Now it's my turn. We will spar."
Kind of finishing up my couple of sword swings, doing the rather wide. The purpose of most of my training is focused on these large, wide, but quick swings to ensure people can't get within too close of a distance. Where that's the disadvantage of a Zweihander. It's so big, it's kind of unwieldy. Where if someone is right in your face, hard to fend them off. So most of the sword swipes is focused on trying to create distance, and after the few moments of me finishing up and resting the sword and leaning on it, turning towards Echo Seed, says, It would be beneficial for me, the way you fight, at least what I've been told by Rin. I need to be better at people in close quarters.
And he doesn't say much, but he moves himself in front of you, and he takes off an offensive stance as Rin hops off his shoulder. She lands on the ground and then shifts to her normal self, and she goes, "Have fun, you two. Don't kill each other."
That was scary for a second.
I got scared as well. No.
My heart actually went up.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell just happened?
That's silly.
What the hell just happened, man? Okay. But yes, yeah, he is in front of you, and he is looking for a spar.
Oh, I am definitely willing. I'll kind of give him a glance over, looking at the incisions, kind of noting them to myself, and proceed to raise my own sword and kind of shift it towards him. The blade kind of angled.
At first, you see. Let me put you guys on another background for the time being. At first, you see Ambrose. Echo's just kind of stretching a little as he gets prepared. Then suddenly, from his, you glance how he gets into his stance, and his breathing starts to get faster and faster and faster as you see kind of the fur on his arms and on his shoulders and back stand up as it seems to get longer and more, I guess, bigger. And not only that, but you see that his muscles also pop a lot more. As he readies himself, you can tell he has gotten stronger somehow.
May the best man win.
He just gives you an acknowledging nod.
Should I roll initiative or?
If you want to, let's do a roll. I want to roll. I have the Echoes sheet from a million years ago over here. I don't have it on our campaign, but I have it open on the old campaign, so I can roll with him.
Ancient campaign.
Yes, sir. The ancient campaign. So, I want you to roll an initiative, and I will roll over here for him. I'll just tell you the results. It's all right. All right, an initiative of 20. Let me check this man and see how much this man gets. He gets an initiative of 20. You guys are tied for initiative.
Oh, wow, I love this.
You guys are tied for initiative. I would say you can go first, Ambrose.
Okay. Maintaining my stance, observing the differences in Echoes' body, I'll nod, waiting a moment to ensure that, he is actually fully ready, and then I will step forward, and as I do, I'll swipe down the sword diagonally, taking a half step as I do, increasing the distance of my blade.
All right.
As I do begin to swing it down, I'm going to twist it and almost wrap it around his body and then swipe at his legs instead, going for a trip attack.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack, please.
Normal attack for now, besides the a bit low.
Okay. So this is going to happen at the mid. We're not gonna wait for turns. So you do the thing, I'm gonna do the thing, so we don't have to do a lot of things, waiting for a lot of things to happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Ambrose, as you wrap the sword around, you see Echoes effortlessly jump up, and he is going to land at you with an elbow. Does a that is a 17 to hit.
Misses.
It does miss. But he has escaped your trip attack, and you have escaped his elbow. So he retreats back again, and you see him his breath is even showing, as you can tell his expression is turning more bestial. You're up.
Immediately as he takes that step back, I will grab at the ricasso of the blade and attempt to drive the crossguard into his chest.
All right, go ahead and roll for your attack.
And because fuck it, I'm gonna use a sword's memory and use GWM.
Okay.
That one.
Oh my lord.
What a miss regardless.
What a miss indeed. Okay. So you see Ambrose, him turn to the side as you move with the pommel to dodge your hit. And let's see. Does a... He doesn't have a lot of shit. Listen, he's most barbarian, so he just hits. So there's not a lot he can do, really. Okay, but does a... That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Alrighty, with that, you will take a total of 13 points of bludgeoning. Well, 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 extra points from rage. As he turns to dodge the pommel, he immediately with an elbow just hits you right on the jaw. And as his another action, he is going to try and hit you again. Wait, you have 2 attacks though. No, we're gonna go 1 attack because it's gonna be it's gonna be insane.
I kind of assumed it was going to 1-1.
It's gonna be 1-1 because otherwise, this man can hit 35 times in a row, so you're fine. And you get hit. It is your go.
With that, taking the hit and recoiling slightly, I will take a momentary step back from the force, and then continuing to hold on to the ricasso, I'll swipe the blade long ways towards his chest once more.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
And I guess, I'll also use my blade word one of my times as a bonus
Okay,
action.
yeah, sure. You can do a bonus action. That's fine. I'll allow it.
18.
That
I'm not rolling
just
great. Jesus.
misses as he takes a step back, and he's gonna retaliate with another punch. This one, a right hook straight to your face, Ambrose. Does a... Oh, that is an 11, so that will also miss.
Okay. My roll so far has been a 5, a 1, and a 7.
That sucks.
As the hit misses me as well, I will momentarily drag the blade into the soil as I do, kind of sending up a bit of the dirt, but the sword swipe also follows suit.
Sir, yes,
And
sir.
I will do my regular attack. 27.
Ooh, that does hit 100%.
And I'm going to go ahead and do the menacing as well.
Ooh, okay, alright.
So this will add save purity dice to my damage,
Sir.
which will be 22.
Okay, that is pretty good. 22 damage. However, Ambrose, as you hit him, you see like where the blade hits and cuts, there is like almost like steam coming out, as you can tell the hit didn't quite do as much as you thought. However, this was probably to be expected. Sir, yes, sir. And he is going to look at his cut, but immediately go in for another unarmed strike, and that is a 19 again to hit. Wow. Okay.
That will hit.
That is a total of 9 bludgeoning and 2 from the rage.
Alrighty, damage taken.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. And yeah, you go.
The hit kind of slamming into me, I have to kind of like take the sword and lower it to make sure I don't kind of like, start to fall over. But as I do, I'll use that momentary drop of the sword to swipe at his legs once again, dragging the sword almost towards me. And I will go for another trip attack.
Sir.
Can I please roll above a 5? Jesus.
Yikes. Okay. As you miss again with the strike, he's gonna position himself behind you this time. Like he kind of like twirls around your swipe, and he's gonna position himself around you. Let's see. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As he kicks you from behind, so you fall, and he goes focus. As the kick will deal. That's not bad. That's a total of 8 bludgeoning and 2 rage.
Alrighty, I'm kind of like falling over really quickly. I will shift onto my knee and again use the blade and go for his legs again.
Okay, go ahead.
19.
Ooh, that just hits.
And then that also has a trip attack, which is the strength save, I believe.
Is it? Let me know, because this is the thing. Strength
Strength
saving
yeah.
throw.
Oh, he has
Gotcha.
advantage on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is the DC, please?
DC is 15.
I'm gonna tell you, he rolled
Also,
a
I'm gonna-
27. So
Yeah. I'm gonna re-roll both of those d6s that I rolled really low.
All right.
The damage increases by 4, so that is actually 17 plus 5, 22.
22. Okay, so that would be half of the slashing. The superiority I do take fully, because that is just damage.
And
All right.
as I do that swipe going for the legs, I imagine it kind of like just slams into the legs, and it just kind of like rebounds slightly from the force of his stance. And as I rise, I'll kind of just like roll my neck a couple of times and use the second wind to provide me a d10 of HP.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Plus my fighter level, so that's plus 10 HP.
You see him like not get tripped by your attack as he just like straight up tanks the hit, and he goes with an uppercut this time. That is a 23 to hit.
Yes.
That is 11 bludgeoning and 2 rage. And he will continue saying, "Come on, how are you gonna save everybody like this?"
Kind of grimacing, probably my chin going a bit of bloody, the ichor kind of dripping. I will, this time, seeing that he's like, basically in my face right now, take the hilt, the pommel specifically, and try to jam it into his stomach.
Okay, roll for your attack.
Temptation is really hitting me for some reason to hit JWM. The temptation wins out.
Oh,
That's a 3, by the way, on the dice.
oh, Jesus. Okay, so Echoes would, as you go over with the pommel, hit him with the stomach, he would grab it with one hand, grab it with the other to kind of hold you in, and he's gonna go for a headbutt against you. That is unfortunately going to miss as he goes for the headbutt, but you were able to move back quickly enough so you don't get your nose broken. Rin calls out from the background, by the way. Try not to kill him.
As I move backward, now that the pommel kind of facing towards him, I will kind of wrench it out, and in that same motion, use the sword to swipe upward in retaliation.
Okay.
During regular attacks, apparently I can't roll anything.
Does hit.
Now,
That definitely hits. Jesus.
8 in the dice,
Christ.
Jesus.
That definitely hits.
And honestly, I'm going to just do a menacing again. I forgot to have you roll the fear save, but it's not really important anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it won't do anything, really. Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that 1 that I rolled. So that's plus 4 damage, that's 19 plus 3, so 22.
Damage. 19 halved. That is it's running up, right? Yeah, I gotta be right.
Rounds up for non-party.
Okay, so it is, okay.
Or non-player characters.
Easy. I guess that's an NPC.
And I'll go ahead and use another blade ward as well.
Alrighty, and then as he sees like the cut going from across his chest, he huffs, but you can tell that there is even though his expression is still like very much angry, you can tell there is enjoyment. And then he runs in at you again, and he is going to, with a 25 to hit you, he's going to drop kick you on the chest.
Molly.
And that's 12 bludgeoning and 2 rage. As he falls into the ground, you can see him on almost all fours, and now that you're seeing him, he looks more beast than human at this point.
Kind of recoiling from the blow, my own body of mine due to the blade ward kind of turning to rock and stopping myself from going too far besides just the, couple of steps back to maintain my stance. As he starts to get up, I'll immediately start to holding onto the ricasso still, I will charge forward, going for a stab, but I will kind of throw the sword slightly, dropping the ricasso and grabbing onto the pommel.
Okay.
And do another regular 19.
That does hit. Just hits.
Regular beef. I'm gonna reroll that 1 again.
Okay.
Plus 1, 16.
So that will be 8 points
And then
of damage. Gotcha.
Can I use my action surge as well?
Sure.
Using the action surge, I kind of like let go of that ricasso. I will immediately shift my hand and essentially go to do a bisecting slash immediately towards him as well.
Okay. So you see, like, your blade pierce the skin, and he grabbed it with both hands so he wouldn't, like, straight up, like, skewer him. But he did pierce the skin.
And I will do a GWM as well, because it's
Go
funny.
ahead. Ooh,
18.
unfortunately, that just misses Ambrose. And as you pull out the blade, he dodges back, and then he moves in. And then, let's see, does a... well, where's the roll? Okay, that's a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you take 6 bludgeoning and 2 rage. Not only that, but you can tell that with the injuries and everything, even though it has been almost, I wouldn't want to call it one-sided because there's been good hits for both, but you can tell that Echoes has had quite a bit. So you can see that with incredible speed. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And let's see. All right. And that 22 does hit as well. So with incredible speed, the first one, he throws a right hook, kind of like stunning you slightly, and then he like lunges forward, giving you a headbutt, and then he finishes with a roundhouse on the side of your head. And in total, with the two, he's doing flurry of blows, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He is doing, first attack is 12 bludgeoning, 2 rage, and the second attack is 13 bludgeoning, 2 rage.
Youchie.
But then after that, he is going to stop. And as you are, dazed, confused, stunned, probably most likely bleeding, he is going to offer his hand. As you can see, like, his, like, every, like, bestial aspect of him is slowly fading away.
I will say, considering the amount of damage I had taken during this, every other party member would be unconscious.
I can give you the rundown of how much damage you did. Echoes, as the way I have him right now, has 145 HP. You have him at 93 right now.
To be fair, I know he's been resisting basically all of my damage.
Correct. Rage does that.
The problem is, I am playing a physical powerhouse.
Yeah.
He is playing a physical powerhouse that resists physical powerhouses.
Oh yeah, Rage does that to you. You still did quite a lot of damage, as I said. That's nearly 50 damage.
But,
with all those misses.
Yeah, I legitimately, most of my rolls were below 10.
Yeah,
Actually, below 5 even. Holding on to, seeing that he kind of like slows down, I was getting ready to like raise the sword again towards him, but seeing that he kind of like slows down, I'll let the tip fall into the dirt. And my non-dominant hand, then other hand, I'll grasp onto his arm and say, I see you have not weakened at all. Good.
He shakes your hand and he goes, "You're promising. You will be stronger." Rin will, as soon as she sees the both shaking hands, she will head over and look at both of them and she goes, "Dang, that was good." And she's gonna grab both of them by the wrist, and you see magic coming out of her hands as both are going to be healed. But you gotta be healed to full, pretty much.
I will nod to Echoes, saying, I have every intention of growing stronger. But I do need more training. I'm nothing compared to my mentor.
Echoes goes, don't compare yourself to no one. The only person you need to beat is your past self.
I will keep that in mind. And I imagine for Rin probably realizes that I avoided using any of Vithius' blessings during the fight.
It's also true.
I won't say anything about that, but as for Ambrose, he is not going to use Vithius' blessing on someone undeserving.
It's very good. That is very good.
That is reserved for enemies of nature itself.
I will tell you something very funny about Echoes. He doesn't have any magic items.
I didn't really figure he would have, honestly.
So this, I don't know how I managed to make this character like this, but good God, this man. That's why I said this man was tanking an entire mind flayer alone.
One
It's kind of scary. Considering they do really good damage and psychic damage.
Jesus Christ, yes. But yeah, Rin is smiling. She is very, very happy. And she goes, ain't this nice? 3 stray orphans ready to beat the shit out of the Saints, huh? Echoes just kind of nods.
Soon enough, all their heads will roll. And Echoes, I would be glad to continue sparring with you, as per your desires. I will likely be leaving Strail for a time after the Saints are dealt with, but I will return.
Echoes just nods at this, and he goes, I'll be ready.
But I will admit, I'm glad that you are still maintaining yourself, despite everything.
He just gives you an acknowledgement nod as he sits down, moves to the side and sits down. You can tell that even though he performed like that, it still kind of took a little bit out of him.
Yeah, I mean, he did basically just wake up.
Yeah, exactly.
And I will go ahead and sit down as well, putting this sword over my lap. You are just as strong as the others stated you were.
Rain is gonna toss an apple to Echoes, which he's gonna grab one hand and start eating as she tells him to. And he goes, well, this house needs protection. And I will give it to Borealis.
If you don't mind what I told you before, it all undo what that vile woman did. It would please me greatly to have you watching out for the children I take care of.
Echoes just kind of looks away at that. You can probably tell he's not good with children.
As long as you make sure no one in Strail attempts to harm them, I am satisfied.
Rin smirks and she goes, don't worry, I'll drag him over with me. She says, teasing. Goes, to which Echoes replies with a growl.
But yeah, I'll just continue sitting with them. Maybe after a while, continuing to spar with Echoes.
Yeah, I mean, 100% he would take the... Once he feels good again, he would probably take your invitation. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, I don't know why my brain could not say that. But you will take the invitation. And Ambrose, because of this sparring session, you get an inspiration.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll say the entire time that I spar with him, it's like I will not once use any of Vithius's protections, whether it be, of course, the stone or even the benefits that I gain from her oath. Never using Vithius's touch, never using the smites. It is purely the martial capability that Viren taught Ambrose.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. So yes, sir. Yeah, for those who don't know, Echoes is a beast barbarian with a little bit of fighter champion and a sprinkle of monk here and there.
But I would definitely say that Ambrose is quite pleased to be able to spar with Echoes.
Sir,
it's like
awesome.
Obviously, Ambrose is bleeding a lot, or was before being healed. But it's like it's very obvious that while he's not exactly happy the same way Echoes is to fight, it's like he's definitely very satisfied with doing the sparring session.
Good. Yeah, as I said, the sparring session goes accordingly. Do you guys have more time? I'm going to ask you so we can finish up what we were going to do with Kipper real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, I got time.
Okay. So we can next session just kind of focus on the thing, the good thing.
We could also just chalk it up to if Kipper goes and Ladyhead's like, I have extra potion, and then he could be like, yay, or I don't have extra potion.
Well, you see, Mr. Kipper,
like,
I do recall, Zephyr is not quite happy with your attitude.
Someone's in trouble with the teacher.
So, well, I'm gonna be honest. She did catch Kipper at a very bad time.
You're about to catch Zephyr at a very bad time.
Yeah. As you get to the Arcane Academy, Kipper, this would take you a little while because you have to go from the upper city to the lower city and then go into the district and blah 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 blah. Then ask for Zephyr, and the other higher ranking students will have to arrange the meeting and everything. It takes you a little while to do that. And by the time you get there, obviously, Zephyr would be waiting in the Archmage study. As you enter the place, you see that Zephyr is writing something in a book. Once she's done, the pen just kind of flies off on its own and just goes and places itself neatly. The paper folds itself and it turns into folds itself, and then it gets put into an envelope that folds itself as well. It kind of stamps itself and just kind of flies away. And as you enter the place, Zephyr goes, "Oh, and what do I owe this visit?"
You don't really owe anything. It's in regards to the announcement that happened today. Our group is trying to prepare ourselves as much as we can. As much as I feel bad asking you for anything else, I just wanted to know if you had any extra mana potions.
And to this she goes, the announcement. Now everybody's going to be going out at night late. I'm gonna have to be taking care of students that decide to go to a tavern and have some drinks later on. I know I could just send some of the others, but, well, I'm a little bit more scared if the Archmage herself tells them. And then she goes, huh, interesting.
What particularly do you find interesting?
Well, find interesting how a few days ago I was, well, treated in an unfair way, I would say. I was trying to just give some advice.
I apologize for how I acted. It was out of turn, and honestly, I should have started off with that, but I wasn't in a good place at that moment. And I had enjoyed our conversations prior to that. I just had been feeling cornered all day, and I just wasn't very conducive to conversations with anyone. You can ask anyone in the house. You were not the only one I blew up at. I apologize.
And she goes, who is good as of late? I mean, with everything going on, it is unreasonable to be good. She does air quotes. And she adds, you have to remember who are your allies and who are your enemies. Because, well, while of course my sister and I will continue to support your cause, others may not be so accepting.
And of course I recognize this. But at the same time, I feel as though I've apologized, and I also will not beg. We are still in the same boat together. I still find myself emotionally inadequate for most situations, but I'm still here to help the city of Strail. You don't have to recognize the position that I was in on that day, and I have apologized for that situation. At this point, it is just simply if you would be willing to help me. Not in, just, oh, can I have mana potions just because I want them? Because I'm going to be taking care of the problem that plagues the city.
And she goes, and for that, of course, I will help. How can Arcane Academy not do anything about the plague that has been rotting our city from the very beginning? Of course I can do something. I just needed an apology. That was all. And she stands up and goes over to one of her cabinets to look around. You see that the cabinet that she has is one of the cabinets is full of like different kinds of bottles and all of that. and she pulls out one slightly larger bottle with a shimmering blue liquid that you already know so well, and she sets it on the table right in front of her feet.
Thank you, Sophia. And I do hope you know that your sister made an amazing breakthrough today.
So I've been told. Sending letters all day, and I haven't been able to go there, but well, with this issue of the gala happening soon, I will be there. Potentially tomorrow.
I feel more comfortable with you being there. The two of you being so adept at anything mana related. I fears there are things that will occur. The fact that so many people are being gathered in one place, I fear the Saints may attempt something towards the populace.
That
Of
may
course.
be.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, continue.
Of course, as I've been hearing a lot today, I am a chronic worrier, so I could be overthinking these things, but there was kind of a zombie virus running loose, and they were kind of kidnapping children for experiments, so I wouldn't put anything past them.
It would seem so. However, I will also assure you, I, as the Arch, will not let this continue any longer. I've seen my fair share of what the Saints have done and what they can do. No matter what machine they bring, no matter what spell they cast, we will see through.
And I know this isn't necessarily what you and your sister had wanted, but I think that you two would do a good job at running this city.
And she kind of scoffs at that and goes, "Oh, and give me more paperwork? Oh, please, that doesn't sound like a blessing."
I know. But the people in the city would be better for it. And you could definitely set up an election system after that, and then it would be out of your hands.
Yeah, that is a good idea. We'll certainly consider it. For now, though, should rest, get ready. I believe the following day is going to be demanding for all of us.
Understood. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. For better or for worse.
I'll see you then. And she sits down and she starts writing again on the paper that just flies in as she takes, take a seat. And yeah, Kipper, I'm assuming you're gonna go back to the manor as it is going to get to nighttime.
Yep.
Awesome. Yep, sure thing. It will take you, like I said, a bit of time, but eventually you will see now that, and as the evening goes down, nobody's closing anymore. You see that the city is starting to be alive at later hours now. It is quite different. But eventually you will also reach the manor once again after your escapade.
I think Kipper seeing the night lights and the nightlife, I think for a moment it would make him feel more at home, reminding him of a misspell, but then that would kind of fade as he realizes this is kind of the Saints' doing, and that doesn't necessarily bode well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it is a momentary, I guess, display of peace. But you know what is gonna transpire soon. So, we'll see. And with that, we're gonna end the session. I was about to say the campaign. That's not where the campaign ends. The fuck?
That would be
I
messed
would
up.
kill you.
That would be
My
messed
brain
up. Yes.
Well, I mean,
went to
Ambrose would
Rexmoa.
become real
Oh
and
my
then
God.
kill you.
But yeah, we're gonna end the episode right there, and we'll see each other on the next week. Thank you
Bye-bye.
for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.